So what you have to do first, the objective is basically create a machine learning model for electrical domain data set. Okay, so we will be using MATLAB regression learner toolbox to create a model. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, you have to create any one folder, okay, in any place in your computer. Okay, and then you have to create a data set. Okay, so you have to create a data set. So what is the data set? It should be Excel file. Okay, it should be Excel file. Just I'm just taking the last class Excel sheet data only. So this is the Excel sheet what I created. The data will look like this. So I created a Excel sheet with a name data, and there cycle number and battery life is the two columns what I have. So this particular for this particular data, I need to create a machine learning model. Okay, so then what I'll do, I'll go to MATLAB. Okay, I'll go to MATLAB, and then there is one app is available in MATLAB. So that is basically a regression learner. Even you can. I don't know. Yeah, it is not there in the command prompt. Yeah, you go to apps. There one application is there. Regression learner. Click on that regression learner. So procedure I'm just writing. One, create a folder. Second, create data set. Create data. So it should be something, column 1 and column 2. Anything, any data you can create. Third step, open MATLAB regression learner app. Okay, app. So that is the start step. So that that application will look like this. And then you have to go to new session. Okay, import that particular data from file. So you just have to click on from file and then select the data what you have created. So click on open. Okay, so click on open. So what is the third step after opening? Okay, so new session using spreadsheet file or Excel files. Excel files. So then it will it will try to So now here you just have to select your input and output data set. So what are inputs and what are outputs? So in our case, we need to predict battery life for a given number of cycles. So predictors is cycle number, and battery life is basically the target. So now I selected that one and I clicked on start session. Okay, so fifth step is select predictor and response. So response is basically output. Okay, and predictors are input columns. Okay, input columns. And this is how our data looks like. Then what I'll do, I'll just select all. So what I'm doing here, I'm selecting the algorithm, machine learning algorithm. I'm selecting all the algorithms. Okay, just to compare which algorithm gives best. Okay, then I'm just clicking on train button. So sixth step, select algorithm. Okay, so in my case, I'm selecting all. Okay, and then you just click on run button. Okay, run button. So that is what you have to do. So what it does, it will basically train the particular data using different machine learning algorithms. Okay. So that process is happening. Then the second seventh step is basically whichever gives less the root mean square error RMSE. Select that particular algorithm. Okay, select that algo, or you can select that particular model. So whatever model created by that particular algorithm, you select that particular model. And eighth step is export. Okay, export that particular model. You can see, you can see how that particular data is is got. Now you can see here neural network is so and so. Yeah. So in my case, this particular model is giving less error, 0.0017. Okay, so that is basically neural network model. So now what you have to do, you have to export. You have to export that particular model, not as a compact model, complete model. So, and give some name. Okay, export and give some name. Okay, give some name. I'm just giving name as, something like, battery life, say estimation, something like that, estimation model. Okay, I just given some name and I just pressed save. Okay, so this will come to your MATLAB workspace. So you can see here, it came to MATLAB workspace. So that's all you have to do it in this particular regression learner toolbox. Okay, so after that, you just have to come back to MATLAB and then you have to type this particular command. Yeah, so I think battery life estimation model. So this is the model what I have created. So that I saved a particular model to my current folder. Okay, now if you visit your folder, okay, where you are working, okay, so what is that folder name? Battery life. So that model will be available here. Okay, so I just saved that particular model. Now, then after saving that particular model, you just have to write a small piece of code. I just pasted that particular code in the chat box. Okay, I just so you can open new script or new live script. So what you can do, you can paste that particular program. Okay, so whatever I given. Now here you just have to tune this particular program as per your requirement. So when you are predicting your if you are predicting some values using this particular model, then you should have a test data. Okay, so you should have test data. Now what I'm doing, I'm just taking that particular test data. So test data, it contains a column, only one column. Other column will be empty. Okay, so you can give any value. Okay, you can give any value in this particular Excel sheet. So now here I given 400. You can give 425 or 125, anything. Any value you can give and you can save it. So for these values, for these number of cycles, I don't know battery life. So I need to find out, I need to predict that particular battery life. That is the objective. I'm just closing that particular Excel sheet. Now you can see in MATLAB, I have that particular test data. Carefully, change this particular script. These 3 lines you have to change. The first line, you just have to provide your test data Excel file. And the next one load battery life model 2 is there. So in that place, whatever the model name you have, okay, whatever model name you have saved using the regression learner toolbox, that particular model name you have to mention here. Okay, you have to load that particular model. Then after that same model you have to use. Okay, and in that particular model there is one inbuilt function is there, predict function. For that particular predict function you have to pass your table. Okay, test table as a parameter. Then what happens? It will return the predicted values. It will return the predicted values. You just have to save this particular script with some name. Okay, say maybe estimation, something, battery, something like that. You just give some name and run this program. So when you run this particular program, so this must estimate. Okay, this must estimate the battery life for a given cycles. Okay, with given cycles in that particular Excel sheet. Is that clear? So this is the procedure what you have to follow. So export, and then 9th step is basically after exporting with some names, then write or what I'll do, create test data. Okay, create test data. So only you should have column one only, column one, and 10th one is basically write a script, write a script to predict. Okay, so predict the predict your output. Okay, predict your output. So this is what you have to do. So is that clear? The steps very simple. 2 minutes you can execute. 10 minutes, it hardly takes 10 minutes. Everybody understood this problem? And in case if you don't have a so offline MATLAB, you can open online version. Okay, you can open online version. So there you have apps. So in online, try to create follow the same procedure. Try to follow the same procedure. So create a folder. Create one folder. Okay, so create one folder. Where is that? Yeah, I'll just use mkdir, make directory. The directory name I am just giving it as battery life. Okay, so I just created one folder. You can see that folder key. Open that particular folder in your directory. And what you can do, you can copy the same Excel sheet, right? So the same two Excel sheet you can copy to your MATLAB. So upload those two files. Okay, and then what you do, you can go to apps. Okay, so there will be one regression learner toolbox will be available. Okay, same procedure. There is no difference. Only you will be using online version. That's all. So I just opened the particular application in online. It will open like this. So again, the same thing. So from file. Okay, so choose a file that data file. Why it is not selecting? So you have to select the data. I don't know why cursor is not coming. I don't know why my cursor is not coming. Just reopen this particular regression learner toolbox. So what you have to do, regression learner toolbox. So try to again the same problem is coming. What I mean? Error is there. I'll come. So I'm not able to select this second one from file. So what I'll do, I'll just, you just create in your machine. I think browser is not compatible. I'll just select this particular, model in online platform. I'll just upload, and also I'll upload this particular script also. So I'll upload this script also. And then you can open this script since everything is available in our MATLAB online platform. Okay, you just run this script. The same output you will get here as well, correct? So this is how this particular aspect works in online platform. Okay. So try this one and let me know if you face any difficulty. The code also I pasted there, and so this is the procedure, and you can keep it for your reference. So if you're facing any problem, please let me know in the chat box. Okay. Learner. Say in our case, what is that? Cycle, number of cycle, and battery life. Correct. So this is what our data. So if you see the both the columns, no discussion. So just so you have two columns. Both columns are basically rational numbers, correct? So assume that I'm changing this particular data. So I'll create new folder. Maybe battery life. Classification. So this is the folder what I'm creating. And inside that folder, I'll just try observe the data, what kind of data I'm creating. Okay. So my data is basically, okay, I'm just opening this particular Excel sheet, and I don't want this, I don't understand this particular number. So instead of that, what I'll do, I'll just give something like this. So battery life is very good. Okay. Or you can say excellent. Okay. And so this may be good. Now, whatever, you are keeping some kind of strings. So, you are keeping some kind of string for some values. Okay. And maybe, this can be a fair value. So you see, for some values, I'll just give fair value. And for some particular, resonance point, it may give some, non-linear response also. Maybe at some point it may be excellent, you see, and at some points it may be poor. Okay, battery life is poor. So you are giving, all these values. Okay, so this is the kind of data what I created. So in earlier program, what was happening when you give number of cycle, it was giving some factor. That factor indicates that how much that particular battery was healthy. Okay, it was giving some number. Now in this particular case, what I'm expecting some kind of fuzzy output. Okay, some kind of discrete output. So if your output is some kind of discrete or some kind of ordinal variable, or that is called categorical variable, then you cannot use regression learner. Okay, regression learner, you are plotting x, y, that axis is always number. But here in this particular case, I don't have a number. So how to deal with this particular type of machine learning is basically you can, instead of using regression learner, what you can do, you can you can use something called classification learner. If you go to the MATLAB application, okay. So I'm just opening. So if you go to this apps, if you go to this particular apps, there is one app called classification learner. So the procedure is same. Okay, the procedure what you have followed, the same procedure you have to follow in the classification learner also. Even the front end also looks the same. And try to call your folder, working folder in MATLAB. That is always better. Okay, so I'm just calling that working folder. And then what I'm doing, I just open the classification learner. Can you see the classification learner? It is very similar to regression learner. Again, you have to select the file. Okay, select the data file and open it. Okay, open. And then you just import the data. Okay, you just check your data and import to your classification learner toolbox. Okay, it will try to understand your data. And you can see the cycle number is the input what you're giving, and the battery life is basically categorical variable. You can observe here, whenever you have a categorical variable as output, then you have to use classification learner. Okay, if you have some string in your data, you should use the classification learner. Now what you are doing, you are starting your session and the same procedure. Then you select the all algorithms preferably and run it. Okay, I'm just running my program. You can see here. So I just given all algorithms. I'm trying to see which algorithm gives better result for this particular data. So, basically it is running at the background. So let's see. Okay, so all the algorithms are queued up. And now the training process started for all algorithms. Now you see, in regression learner, you will get root mean square error, but in classification learner, you will get accuracy. Okay, accuracy is the performance parameter in classification learner, and root mean square error is the performance factor in regression learner. Okay, so that's the one difference what you should, Now you can see different algorithm is giving different, and till now 96% accuracy many algorithms are giving. And let us see, okay, some algorithms are even giving 65%, 89%, and also. So now KNN method. So KNN method algorithm is till now it is giving 97%. Okay, 97% was the accuracy. So before before employing some algorithms, you can test all algorithms for some sample data, and you can you can select some algorithm for your work. No. So everything is executed. All algorithms are executed. You can see only one algorithm, KNN algorithm, is giving best results, 97% accuracy. Okay, so now this is good. Now what you can see, you can see the performance parameter in this particular toolbox itself. Okay, so now you can see this is the this is basically called confusion matrix. Okay, so this confusion matrix is basically if you provide this is the true value, x-axis is basically true value, and the y-axis is basically the predicted value. Okay, predicted value. Now, what is our expectation? Predicted value should be same as the true value, correct? Predicted value should be same as the actual value. Now you can see here, if I say excellent, okay, then if I say if the true value is excellent and the predicted value also should be excellent, so that should be that should be the diagonal element. Okay, so in a similar way, if I say fair, okay, that must be fair. If I say good, that must be good. Okay, if I say poor, that must be poor. And you can see here in some points. Okay, in some points, here you can say here it is not applicable. If you are saying poor and some other value is there, that is not applicable. So this particular confusion matrix should be completely diagonal. If it is completely diagonal, then that particular model is best. Okay, so if you have any off diagonal element, so that means it is not predicting properly. What you are doing, so your true value is excellent, okay, but it is saying poor. Okay, it is predicting it as a poor. So off diagonal element is always the problem in the machine learning model. Okay, so that is what you have to understand from this particular confusion matrix. Okay, now anyway, this model is giving 97% accuracy, and you can see some points are off diagonal. That's why 3% is less. So now what I'll do, I'll just export this particular model. Okay, so export this particular model as battery life. Okay, so battery life classification. Okay, so classification model. So I just exported with this particular name. That's all. So the other thing is save. So what you have to do, you just have to save that particular model. What is that model? Battery life classification model. Save it, and it will come to the permanent location. Then you need to have test data, right? So test data, you have to keep it in your current folder. So the same test data I'm using. Okay, I'm just pasting that particular test data. I'm trying to run my model. So my model, I just have to tune this particular program. So let me copy this program and create a new program in the same file. Okay, so I just copied the same program. So what modifications I have to do? So better always use clear or, because any existing variables in the MATLAB, let that go. And then what you have to do, you just have to tune this program. Only you have to modify the model name. Okay, you just have to change the model name. Let us see what kind of output we will get from this particular program. You just save it with some name. Okay, so machine learning classifier model. Okay, so for battery life. Okay, so battery life. So that is the program name, and then run this particular program. Let's see what kind of result we get. Okay, so the program is executed, and the battery life I got, but I just have to, yeah. Can you see here? It is, the results are coming. Okay, so the results are coming. Let me print that below that. So I executed the program, and you can see that is printing the result as excellent, poor. So what is my test data? If you see the test data, what is the test data? Test data is basically what numbers I given. So 100, 200, 400, 200. So even if you see the original data, so almost 4 is excellent. Can you see here? 4 is excellent. It is not, you cannot correlate your original data with the output, but you can, somewhere you can see for 4, the excellent, cluster, is mapped. Okay. So for 5 to 10, good cluster is mapped. So there will be, different clusters created, and the cycle numbers are kept in that particular cluster. So 100, 200 is put. So that is what this particular program is giving. Okay, so this is basically classification learner. Okay, so regression learner, classification learner. So you should know when you have to use classification learner and when you have to use regression learner. So very simple. If you have a string variables or fuzzy variables or discrete variables in your problem or text variable, then you have to go for classification learner. Okay, so say for example in student data. Okay, so maybe gender. It is a, it is not the value, correct? It is either female, male, something like that, or some variable like state. Okay, so state is also categorical variable. Like that, you will get some variables in the data. Okay, which is basically string. So in that particular case, you have to go for, to train that particular data or to work on that particular data, you have to go for classification learner. Okay, so this procedure, this 10 steps is same as regression learner. Only one thing what you have to use, you have to use classification learner instead of regression learner. Okay, is that clear, all of you? Done, right? So all are same. Okay, so only data only changes here. All the procedure, everything is same. Okay, so appropriately you have to choose in future. So what exactly you are doing, whether you are doing classification or regression, you have to be very clear. So that's why I thought this also. So 2 toolboxes are there, very straightforward to use. Okay. Yeah. Any questions from the online students? Is that clear?